Alrighty, welcome to my guide on how to cheese every mini boss. I'll be going over various ways to easily deal with each of them. Every one of these bosses is cheesable by any class, so this will be applicable to you no matter what you're playing, whether it's a cleric or a wizard or anything like that. So first off, we have the skeleton champion. The skeleton champion does 3 swings in a row and will slightly move forward if not blocked after each swing. The best way to cheese this monster is to get above it and on top of a lamp, a health shrine, large chest, anything kind of like that. As long as you can get above it, as demonstrated here, you'll be able to deal with it pretty easily. You can also cheese the skeleton champion by standing lower than it, but you do need steep stairs for this to work, and occasionally will still take a little bit of damage. Next up, we have the Wraith. The Wraith can be cheesed in the same way the skeleton champion can be. Standing below the Wraith on the stairs is reliable, although occasionally the Wraith will dash over your head, requiring you to quickly set the cheese up again. The Wraith can also be cheesed by standing above it on a torch, ledge, chest, etc., but because it is taller than the skeleton champion, you'll need to make sure the object you are using is tall enough to not be hit. Next up, we have the demon dogs. They do have an interesting mechanic, I will note, where if you are not standing in front of them, they will not aggro you. You can use this to sneak past them to get to safe spots before pulling them. Both the dogs and the demon berserker can be dealt with in the same way, standing above them, although because the demon berserker is taller, you'll definitely need something that is taller in order to deal with him versus the dogs. When safe spotting the demon berserker, make sure you do not try to stand below them. You will take a lot of damage doing this, and it's really not effective at all, so I highly recommend looking for top ledges to use instead of trying to use stairs or anything like that. A quick side note on the demon dogs, you can also deal with them without any like ledges or anything like that by aggroing them like this, and then after they attack, just sidestep to one of the sides, either left or right, and then hit them once and then wait for their next attack, and you can kind of just repeat this. There is another way to deal with the demon dogs as well. There's a door cheese. I do kind of expect this to be patched at some point in the near future because it is a little bit more of a glitch than just like outplaying them with terrain or whatever. But if you pull the dogs and then close a door behind them, because in the lower level the doors don't break when the dog attacks through it, what you can do is their head will stick through and you can just stab them in the head repeatedly and eventually kill them without ever being at risk. So if you don't have a high ground option and you're not comfortable doing the strafe, if you have a door, you can always do this, and this is a pretty reliable way to deal with the dogs without having any issues. Last up, we have the Demon Centaur. The Demon Centaur can be fully cheesed on high ground, but you will want to make sure you have enough space to back up from some of its upper direction swings. This will allow you to peek in and hit him once or twice and then avoid any of his upper attacks. You can also reduce most of the damage he would do by crouching on stairs in front of him. There is one attack that will still hit you, but it can be sidestepped if you see it coming in time. This boss requires a little bit of patience. It has a lot of health. But there's some windows and things that you can use, and a lot of high ground can be used to effectively deal with him. That's all the mini bosses currently in Dark and Darker. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other guides, and as the game continues to be updated, I'll be releasing more things like this to help you deal with new bosses, new enemies, all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all later.